Hey, it's a queen raid. Oh, we didn't do the raid command, huh? That's crazy about us. Go. Hey. Welcome in all beautiful individuals. Oh my goodness. Imagine I had to take that pause, right? Welcome to the stream. Thank you all for hanging out with me over at the AllGold channel. If you're just not tuning in, this big AllGold gang. Welcome in. Oh, I guess I can. So this is our ambassador overlay. So you guys saw that cool digital pride overlay last month. This is our original It Gets Better ambassador overlay, honey. Okay, here's my chatting screen. All right, that's crazy about my camera. Oh, there it is. Hey, that Quiet Storm radio voice. You are now tuning in to the AllGold gang on the It Gets Better project. Shout out to our amazing mods that have to learn how to mod, not only for my channel and so many other channels, but now It Gets Better. So big shout out to Icy Puma, big shout out to Karma Kills, and big special shout out to Bloom Puddle. Slick with it is at work, so she will not be here today. AllGold gang, there she is. Y'all see me. Please refresh your channel. If you do not know me, my name is AllGoldQueen. I am a variety streamer. I stream content in FPS, but let's be honest, I am a just chatterer, a legit just chatterer. I'm from Missouri, born and raised, and I feel like I would be remorse if I didn't continue our conversation that we had over on my channel, which is about self-deprecation. So I'm very passionate about it, as well as bullying. Very passionate about talking about that too. So sometimes I'm going to take a lot of pauses so I don't curse. Because I can be very passionate about it. But yeah. Hi, Kate. Welcome to the stream, Kate. Welcome in, first time chatters. Hi, Mercy. Welcome in, Free Market. Welcome in. So if you are new here, this is the It Gets Better project. It Gets Better is a channel that's for LGBTQ youth. So 13 to 18. So this is a space for those, let's be honest, lost souls, people that are trying to figure out how they can be comfortable in their queerness, how they can come close to an identity. Topics are touched on like maybe their coming out stories, topics about how they identify. My first stream here was me explaining how I am pansexual, and just how I discovered that term just recently. Hi, Calypso. I appreciate you, honey. Balloon. Hi, Pudel. So yes, this channel is very it's very information based, very protective, and there's so many ambassadors, like so many amazing ambassadors on here. So actually, you can pull it up. There's 49 ambassadors, and they all cover content, wide range of content, and just chatting. A lot of DVD actually. Not gonna lie, a lot of DVD. Here, let me show you guys their channels, actually, because I feel like it's worth seeing, so you can just see just the amazing content that's out there. Let's see. So these are all It Gets Better ambassadors. Like, come on, honey. Okay, get into it. Oh, this must be congratulating them on their 3rd year of streaming. Yes, honey, this is the one for me right here. Yes, fire, honey. Makeup flawless. Big AGQ raid, honey. Yes. Welcome back, Elijah. Glad to see you over here. Thank you, Pluto. Welcome in. Welcome to my IGB stream. Welcome in. And yes, for anyone that's wanting to know more about this space, !info, like comment down below. Just to be, transparent, It Gets Better project was born in a digital space. From the launch of its first video in 2010, the organization has evolved to become a global multimedia platform capable of reaching and empowering millions of young LGBTQ people, LGBTQ plus people every year. Its special brand of storytelling has traversed the world and has taken up residence in 19 countries across 4 continents and 8 languages. All right, so if you want to learn more, I'll obviously click on this website. But yeah, it gets better. You can say it gets better. You can say IGBP, what have you. But it's an amazing space. Like, and so yeah, I'm sorry, this makeup is everything for me. So yeah, here are some of the ambassadors. Fortnite. And so I show all you guys to show this, which DVD is it, honey. Let me find out that we need to be doing more DVD. But I say all of this to say IGB does not really care about the game that you're playing, right? They're not too focused on if you're playing COD, Apex, DVD, or whatever. It's really about the purpose and the advocacy, and I feel like that's just beautiful in itself. Like, that's what I love. WDVD, can you teach me DVD, please? Okay, Leroy is fine. Okay, but yes, when are you gonna teach me DVD? Fire and DVD. I really want to learn how to play DVD without being frustrated. Like, I want these nice skins. I feel like every time I get on DVD and I have that beginning ashy outfit is when I get a little overwhelmed and I feel like I don't fit in, because y'all come in here with these Versace outfits and these Gucci outfits I see coming in with every single skin. Look at this. And it really is a lot. I need to learn DVD myself. Is a fib. Good afternoon, Coco. Welcome to the stream. So yes, thank you guys for an amazing short stream over on my channel. I really do appreciate that. So content today is focused around competitive gaming, but being queer in a competitive gaming space. Thank you so much for the follow, Miss Lakaya. Welcome to the It Gets Better channel. Much love to you, Miss Lakaya. Hey, honey. Look at that fire follower alert. I think that is so precious. You gotta look good while running. So that's why I'm getting beat up, because I have my dusty Kroger's outfit on. It's so dusty, Coco, and so like not inspiring. Hey, it's Lakaya. Some outfits on sale. Okay, so when I get on DVD and I purchase my outfit, then I'm gonna feel better. Yes, definitely Kroger, G. Lotus! Oh my goodness. Lolo, please. Hi, Lotus. Doxy's your lip still hanging? Is my Doxy's lip hanging low? Oh my goodness. Baby D, are you still here? Baby D, Matt, I don't know if you all are still here. Claudette, Piggly Wiggly outfit, exactly. I love you too, Lotus. Like the drapes. I want to thank you, Matt, for telling your story. I really want to thank you for sharing that. And I do want you to understand that, like, I know it's like easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? It's easier said than done. But like I don't know how old you are, Matt. But me being 32, like, I want you to know, like, there's some people that maybe like care a lot about weight, but being 32, like, weight does not matter. Weight does not matter at all. I don't look, you're 44. Okay, so I want you to know, if I see someone that is maybe, I don't even want to say a word overweight, that maybe weighs more than people that we see on the internet, right? If I see someone that doesn't have a 6-pack, that does not make them unattractive. Like, I just need you to understand that. That's not true. It's not. And I'm not a rare human being. Like, there's a lot of people that feel that way. For real. If anything, I think the really cool thing that I'm seeing on social media now, Matt, is that curvy individuals and people that are plus size are like, especially the men, are getting a lot more love. Like, they're getting appreciated. And shout out to Rihanna, Savage Fenty, honey, the love that she's giving to men, I think is absolutely amazing. Like, the different body types. But yeah, I just need you to realize that, like, and social media is not real. I saw you those people on social media are not real in regards to the people that want to give off an image of perfection. It's not real. I think the people that are so comfortable with their imperfections, and the people that are so comfortable with their flaws, and you know, I think that is so beautiful to me. You got it, Kay. You're so handsome, Lotus. You're so beautiful. No matter what your body look like, your body type, weight, to me, it's your brain. It's how you treat people. And like, your body has nothing to do with your face. Hello? Honey, do you have a nice smile? I receive that. Still a work in progress to love myself. It takes time. It takes time. Especially when you work at a job where it's about others all the time. What do you do to, like, spend time with yourself, Matt? Like, what do you do to put yourself first? You get home, you need to refill your soul. What are ways you refill your soul? If you don't mind me asking. What are ways you refill your soul? And that's about it. Okay. Maybe you can explore ways to, like, maybe get to know yourself more too, when you have the energy, right? And when I say get to know yourself more, like, I like to take myself out on dates. I really do. And I like to take myself out to, like, parks. I don't know how you feel about eating alone. Those are really good places to start. My smile costs $6,000. It better be nice. I can't believe you spent $6,000 on your smile. I cannot believe it. You gotta date yourself. Exactly what Icy said. Like, I don't know. It sounds like tough in the beginning to say, like, oh, you gotta date yourself. But the thing about dating yourself is, like, you kind of get to see, like, what you would want on the other end of that table one day eventually, if that makes sense. You really get to see, like, the energy you will want around you in that space. And so, in turn, figuring out what you want will help you with, like, not, like, compromising or just jumping into the first thing that shows themselves. So, take your time, Matt. Take your time. You got this. I believe in you. So, we have to talk about this tough topic, which when I did my research for it, it is for It Gets Better. Like I said, we picked out, like, everything we wanted to do ahead of time, and I figured out what I wanted to talk about today because I didn't really see much information about it, like, on YouTube or any of the sites, and it is more so about being queer and competitive gaming, right? Now, competitive gaming is a little bit different from esports. Right? Esports is more so organized, right? It's very organized. You gotta love yourself before you can love anyone else. Exactly. And we can't expect anyone else to, like, fix us. We can't expect anyone to fix us. That's the loophole. That's the thing. So, like, I think the biggest thing is, like, I'm very thankful for competitive gaming, even though I do competitive gaming very casually. But I'm very thankful for competitive gaming because I have people that I started off with in the beginning, and that is with Icy, actually, Icy Puma. We started playing COD competitively, and I feel like being in that space has brought me over to Twitch, and it's an amazing space. But being queer in competitive gaming can be very, how do I say, challenging. Being queer in competitive gaming can be very challenging. And so today we're gonna play a ranked in Firelight, which hopefully it works. I haven't opened up my Firelight in a long time. Hold on. And Firelight 84 is a new game. And I don't know much about the background of the characters like I do on Apex. So I don't know if they actually like have like LGBTQ friendly characters. I feel like there's a lot of exploring I have to do with Firelight. I feel like Firelight 84, playing it competitively, has been like one of the most like stress-free competitive games I've ever played, to where I can play this game with music in the background. I can play this game by myself without having to have like a competitive squad with me. So yeah. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Steam said, we're not opening up. Plain Daddy. Hi, Plain Daddy. We love not having to be locked in. Exactly. Because let's be real. I see. Were we ever really locked in? I think we were like half locked in, half like having fun with each other. And I think that was always what made it fun. Hola, welcome in. Please feel free to tell me how to pronounce your name. I appreciate you for coming to the stream, Mel. What do you find to be the challenges? And tell me, because I know I had an ad thing coming up. Tell me what you were responding to, Elijah, so I can make sure I answer correctly. When you say, what do you find to be challenges? There you go, it's working. Yes, Firelight, let's go. I love Firelight. I love Firelight. Like, Ray, like, no lie. This game is a breath of fresh air. Yes, Spanish. Well, so, no hablo español. But anyway, I can speak to, I'm pretty sure chat can help us speak to each other. We playing Fire Night. We are playing whatever I call it, Rogue Watch. Queer gaming. Like, what are the challenges for educational purposes? Okay, so I would say what my experience is, the challenges with being queer in competitive gaming. It's a wide range. So we'll talk about that throughout the rest of the day. That's the topic for the day. But yeah. But he tried. Love this game. Oh, okay. The Spanish. Okay. We're gonna talk. So our moderator, Balloon Puddle 2, is our Espanol translator. Ray, who's your favorite person to play with? Who's your favorite person to play with? Look, I'm biggest and used to deal with real bad body image issues, but it got way better when I realized that it never had nothing to do with romantic experiences. Literally, nobody ever actually told me my weight was an issue. I like that. Thank you, Balloon. Thank you for rephrasing that. I love that. Thank you, Balloon. Yes, what Lotus said is facts, Matt. Matt, I don't know if you're still here, but yeah, that was towards you, Matt. Balloon spoke on behalf of Lotus, of course. I love my family so much. But yes, like, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of times when weight is brought up when you're in a relationship, and there are the rare cases where you do have the person that is, you know, like what Dro explained, or, you know, my ex. But a lot of times the weight is only brought up because I brought it up because I was insecure about my weight. So I would say things like, oh, like, I no lie, y'all, and I'm gonna be very transparent. There would be times where I was in relationships and I would say, you know, these are people that I met maybe virtually, or people that I connected with online and I knew I was gonna meet, and I would say things like, I don't know how you're gonna feel about my weight. I don't know how you're gonna feel about, like, you know, certain things about my body. I know I don't look like a lot of the women. I would say that. I would really, like, already put myself down before I met someone. You know what I'm saying? And those are type of things that we do to protect ourselves. But it's like, this person can see you. When you're first FaceTime with this person, you're walking around the house, they can see you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think, like, it's just one of those things where, like, you could say if you're insecure about it, but, like, don't count yourself out because of your weight. Do not. Is that because I can teach you? Okay, well, Balloon's going to be our teacher for the Espanol today. I do want to say I like it when I get corrected on pronouns in a respectful and forgiving manner. Oh, absolutely. That's the thing, right? In this space of queerness, I feel like anyone that's on the outside, anyone that's cis, maybe anyone that's just still learning, right, about the LGBTQ plus community, a lot of times, like, people are afraid of making mistakes and afraid of saying the wrong things. And I can understand that. Maybe they've seen, like, someone respond in an upsetting way, right? But I feel like this is like a two-way street. Like, we have to work together to come to a mutual understanding. That's what communication is. And I feel like there can be a lot of miscommunication. It can be. So I would say in this space, like, it's okay to correct each other. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay for us to learn better so we can come to a common ground. As long as you're not rude or disrespectful, that's okay. I'm still trying to remember the pronouns of others. That's me. Fear of making mistakes. And that's the thing. Like, if you were to misidentify me, if you were to assume something about me, and I can tell that you weren't coming from a negative space, and trust me, it's very obvious to know when someone's being rude, and you, Matt, are not rude. I would easily be able to tell you, oh, actually, this is what I identify as. And for future references, you can, usually, do this, that, and the other. So for instance, right? So it seems like a lot of people in here may be afraid. So here's the trick about pronouns, right? Pronouns generally are she, her, he, him, they, them. Others may switch it up and have they, him, they, she. And so sometimes if you want to be general, if you want to find a way to not make anyone upset, you don't want to assume, but if you do acknowledge someone and make the mistake of not asking the pronouns first, you can say they first to open up the conversation. They is a good conversation opener. But it's okay to ask people what their pronouns are first and foremost. And so if you're new to this stream, if you're a lurker, if you did not come over from the raid, please feel free to tell me your pronouns. And if anyone from the family just wants to say what their pronouns are, please feel free to put your pronouns in chat as well. My pronouns are she, her. She, her. If people was more into personality instead of judging off looks, we shouldn't worry about having to be insecure about how we look. Exactly. Look at Joe. Exactly. Gracias, L. I appreciate you. But yeah. Exactly. I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I say things, it can sound cliche, right? Where I'm like, oh, looks don't matter, or it doesn't matter your weight. Like, all of it sounds very cliche, but it's true. I know for me, being a sapiosexual, I do focus a lot on your intelligence. I do focus a lot on how you treat others. I want to get to know you mentally before I even decide if I'm attracted to you. Thank you, Good Grief. He, him, Balloon, she, her, Calypso, she, her, Doxy, he, him, W. Thank you for educating us nicely. Of course, Budo. Of course. Matt, he, him, Kuma, she, her. Thank you guys for your pronouns. So, yeah. She not my baby if she ain't 180. She ain't no fun if she not 200. These puns are very funny puns to help the plus size women community. I feel like with me, I worked in education my entire life. Even like with the sciences, even with working with plants and animals, still was education based. It still was outreach and community based. And I feel like the one thing I always do is, like, we have to find a way to include everybody, right? We have to be inclusive. So though those puns are amazing, right? We always have to think about people that struggle with their view on their weight, that are they're, you know what I'm saying, they're way less. People that, because there's people out there that look a certain way that you think would be perfection, but they want to look differently, right? It really is in a space where we just can't assume everybody just loves their body the way it is. And I know we talked about like self-deprecating and those people that self-deprecate for views and for likes and things like that, but there truly are people out there that we look at as perfection and just can't see it, you know? They just can't see it. Man, looks matter. Physical attraction is important. The problem ain't even about not dating people you're not attracted to people. It's the way people treat those that don't find attractive as less than in a general sense. Think I messed that up, but we move? Facts. Never know what's going on inside someone's head. You never know. You never know. I think the thing about your comment, Lotus, which I don't want to assume, but physical attraction to me, right? Like a lot of times, like there's people that struggle with their self-image and they believe, oh, just because I don't think, there's people that think they're not attractive, and so in turn they think people can't find them attractive, right? That's like the hiccup, right? So for instance, if someone in chat said like, I'm not that attractive and my weight is this, and so I feel like it makes it harder for me to find someone to date, and I feel like that's not true, because attraction is so widespread. Like who I might find attractive, someone else may not find attractive. I feel like there's beauty in everything too. So just because I think you're beautiful doesn't mean I'm attracted to you. And also, a lot of people don't focus on physical attraction anymore, Lotus. Like attraction could be based off of gender, could be based off of personality, could be based off of knowledge. Attraction could be based off of literally like voices. Like there's so many things, but I don't know, it's not just about the looks anymore. It really isn't that important to me, and to a lot of people, I believe. So this game is Firelight 84. I feel like Firelight 84, like y'all see me play this game a lot. A lot of people in our community is playing Firelight 84. But what I like about Firelight 84 is there's not a lot of toxicity in this space. I feel like it's a really nice game to play if you're interested in playing a BR and you are queer and you want to feel comfortable in this space. And so I think one of the first questions that we got was Elijah said, what are one of the challenges you experience while being queer in competitive gaming? I think the most obvious thing that you experience while being queer in competitive gaming is homophobia, right? You being on a team with someone that's homophobic, going against someone that's homophobic, someone even watching your stream that's homophobic, or just hearing someone being homophobic without them even knowing your identity. That's the biggest thing. And it can be a challenge for someone, especially for someone that's young and getting into gaming, and they already have to deal with the things they hear in school and the things they hear at home, but to turn on a game and then have to hear it on the game too, it can be quite frustrating. It really can be. Melly Mel, thank you for pulling up on me. Mindset is the most attractive thing. Absolutely, G. Can I be honest? Absolutely. I love mindset. I love to see, to me, the most attractive thing to me is to see how people treat their family, and to see that they treat their family with love, to see that they lead with love, to see how they treat their friends, how they're there for their friends, dependable for their friends, and then to see how they treat themselves. I don't know. That's a new thing that I'm really, really, really liking, is seeing how people are nice to not only the people around them, but to themselves. I don't know. I really love kind hearts. Y'all know that. Go, Queen, go. Are you intentional about who you play with being queer in gaming? Absolutely. That's a good question. Absolutely. Go ahead off home. I'll try to pop in later. I appreciate all the advice and good vibes. Absolutely, Matt, and enjoy yourself and safe travels. Absolutely. So I'll tell you a story. So when I first started gaming, as y'all know, I knew Icy, Puma, and Juice Dog before I was a streamer. And then I would also have people that I play with from back at home. People that I would just play with anyone. I would play with people that I met from the game, because honestly, like me being a woman, people assume my gender, people assume my sexuality. So they assume that, oh, a cis woman, oh, I like her voice. I want to play a game with a woman that is most likely probably, they just assume what I look like. They assume who I am and what I am. And a lot of times I'll just play with anybody, right? People will try to hit on you, things like that. Either way it goes, I would play with anybody. And then there would be times where I would play with somebody and they get comfortable with me and I hear them make homophobic comments and it'll offend me. I would say, you don't say that. That's not okay. Or why would you say something is... Well, I think one of the hardest things for me to hear, and I can say this one without it being like TOS, but when people are saying like, oh, that is quote unquote gay. I think that was like a big trigger for me whenever people would be upset with something and call it gay. And so what I noticed, like a lot of the people that I would play the game with that I wasn't comfortable with, that weren't Icy and Juice, because Icy and Juice didn't do that, I would just say, I don't want those vibes around me, right? I'm able to correct people because I'm all about education. So I would correct people and tell them about themselves, and how they would respond or how they would be open to change. Is what would help me decide if I should play the game with that person again. So that was probably the biggest thing. You have to correct people. I feel like it's tough to have to explain yourself every time, but it's our job to educate, because if we don't, we enable. If we just try to laugh it off and just because we want someone to play with, we're enabling and we're really losing ourselves in the process. It's tough when you play with randoms. Absolutely, Pudo. Oh my goodness, hit the head on it. Oh my God, on the nail. I feel that if you don't like something, then you should change it. We have the power to change it in our tongue, and we can make mountains. We can move mountains with just thoughts. It's not easy, but build your own safe zone and find one. We are in control of our own happiness, and I wish more people could find their own happy place. Exactly. It takes time though, right, Elijah? It's that nature versus nurture. It really is. I need to find my Icy and my Juice. Pudo, you have Balloon Puddle? You have Balloon Puddle? Oh, look at Icy. Icy. So yes, correcting people you're playing again with, right? And so I don't want to like mention any. I'm gonna try my best to not mention like specific names of people, specific orgs, anything like that. I'll say like sometimes I would say like I play Call of Duty, and I feel like Call of Duty is one of the games that is well known for gamers that are misogynistic, homophobic, racist. They hit all the lines of spaces where young people just don't feel comfortable with being themselves. And they also, depending on how much people hear the things that they hear, it can influence younger people to speak that way as well, right? And so to me, when I'm playing Call of Duty, it's like, it's not just about me being queer. It's about me being black, being a woman, and being queer playing Call of Duty, right? All of them matter. Each and every one of them matter. and that's the thing, like, you want to keep in mind. And so for me, being queer in a competitive COD space, because we're not talking about esports, we're just talking about gaming, playing either casually or competitively. And when you're playing COD competitively, when you are locking in, when you are taking it seriously, and you do have a goal, and you have a random, which is a teammate that you match with in a public lobby, when you match with someone that is homophobic and racist and all of these things, and sometimes people have the thick skin where they ignore it, sometimes people mute them, or you have people that want to correct, right? You have to decide who you want to be, but correcting can take a lot of energy out of you, and you have to protect your peace when playing this game, especially when playing Call of Duty. So it takes time with randoms. It does. And that's why a lot of women, a lot of people that are queer too, tend to play the game on mutes. They mute the entire lobby. They mute any game chat audio. They mute anything to where they can just protect their space, which is unfair because there's so many people that I met just from playing in random lobbies. Like we met, not me particularly, but that's how Smack Daddy Ty came upon. That's how I met Joelle. That's how I met the real Simba. There's so many people I met just from having my mic turned on. So many good vibes that you can meet. You can meet a fellow gamer, fellow gamer girl, a fellow individual from the queer community. Like there's so many cool opportunities to network and meet people in gaming, but it's hard when you have the people that are homophobic, transphobic. I mean the game chat and the game audio, so you really just zone out and focus on the game. I feel like being young, right? I just imagine if I was when I was 15, how much I would have loved to have game chat and game audio and meeting people and having a headset where I can actually speak to the other person. And I feel like it's so readily available now, but I feel like parents are how do I protect my child in this space? And then the young adults in that space are just how do I protect my peace? How can I be comfortable in myself? And I feel like COD has a lot of work to do. I think one of the smaller changes I've seen is maybe having emblems with the pride flag, right? You can finally get an emblem where you have the pride flag, and that's their touch on pride. Speaking up against certain streamers that have made remarks that were transphobic or homophobic, and standing in solidarity. Those are small ways that they're paving ways. But when it comes to change just doesn't happen automatically. Change is not one and done. You don't just put a pride flag out there. You don't just, you know what I'm saying? You don't do these little things and expect everything to be fine and dandy. It's continuous. It's ongoing. It's forever going. I used to play with randoms heavily, but I let them get in my head. So for you, Boo, do you ever see yourself talking to randoms in the future? Ka has game chat news to me. You didn't know that? So I see. So you know how you can hear everybody in the beginning, right? We have the proximity chat in Ka where you load up in the pregame lobby and you hear everybody talking, and then you have it to where you hear your teammate, which is party chat, and then you get the def comms from the people you kill, and then you also have the text channel that goes down the side of your screen as well. So yeah, and it be during Pride Month only. Exactly, Lotus. Stand in solidarity only for the month of February, only for the month of June. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, we did our due diligence, check this box, and keep going. I just prefer the music lately. It's a good way for you to vibe out. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Maybe because you never know. There are good randoms out there. Exactly. You've witnessed me meeting a couple of good randoms. I mean, all game chats, but if someone seems cool, we'll start a PlayStation party and talk. I love that, Calypso. Have you met any cool people, long term, from just meeting a random? Has anyone in chat met a random that they're cool with to this day? Anyone in chat have any examples? But yeah, Mel knows. Weird Female Mel is a competitive COD gamer. And Weird Female Mel does an amazing job protecting her peace, but it's tough watching her play competitively, give her all, and her teammates are still doubting her because she's a woman. It's tough watching that because it can really change your whole mood. When COD itself is already a difficult game to play, playing COD casually honestly seems impossible. We met our pandering quota. Shut it down. See you again in 12 months. Right? Lotus, jeez. So yeah, I'm a casual COD player. Can I tell you guys something? Icy is a very sweaty casual player. Icy is one of my favorite people in the world to play COD with. If y'all didn't know, Icy Puma is queer, okay? And I can honestly say Icy may have been the first queer woman I have ever gamed with periodically before in my life. And Icy introduced me to This Is Super, and then we got That Girl Ace later on down the line. But I think the really cool thing about finding a group of queer women to play with was that, like, they never made me feel uncomfortable. They never questioned or, like, you know how, like, you meet a random and they're like, oh, you're gay, oh, you like this or you like that. They're very forceful. Icy's just like very chill and relaxed, and she doesn't really ask a lot of questions. She's just a really good teammate that doesn't complain. If you make a mistake, or if you die, or if you sell the game, she's not gonna like make you feel bad about that. It's almost as like GG's, next game, you know? And I feel like a lot of my personality, a lot of my patience comes from Icy too. Because as y'all know, I know Icy before I started streaming. And so she just never puts pressure on you. There's times where you even wonder if Icy's there, and you'd be like, Icy, you here? She'd say yeah. Like, so she's just somebody that's just really like focused on her gameplay, focused on trying to stay alive. You know, she'll give comms here or there, but comms don't matter to her. But like, if you see someone by her that's about to shoot at her, she would like a heads up if you could. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just, you know what I'm saying, if you're right there by Icy and you see Icy getting jumped and you go the other way, she would have appreciated if you maybe would have helped her in that fight, or at least come and res her. But she would never ask for you to res her. But I just know, just from playing with Icy, I know that's like her biggest pet peeve is like when she's following you and then the person ends up getting her instead of you and you don't help. No calm dubs. Listen, every moments where Icy and I just feel like we just, like, she'd be on the phone, I'd be on the phone, we both just be on mute and just get dubs together. No comms, no pings, no nothing. Like, obviously that comes with like playing with each other for such a long time. Like we were literally play with each other every single day. And so I say all this to say, like, finding your queer gaming counterpart in competitive gaming and will make competitive gaming a little less stressful. Finding that person, right? That's the goal to the homophobia and the feeling uncomfortable is finding someone that is queer or understands your queerness and doesn't put pressure on you, doesn't make you look like you're a science experiment, and it's just very relaxing. I coined this saying, right? I'm a competitive gamer, but I would never put that pressure on my teammates ever. And that's how gaming should be. Never put pressure on your teammates to get a certain amount of kills and to get a dub. Hi Spoonie, welcome to the stream. I be getting pudding pops. Maybe find me an Icy. You got you an Icy. You play with Icy. I feel gaming isn't that serious for me to put down someone else because of a game. And Elijah, there's so many people out there that's not like you, unfortunately. I've watched so many streams. I've played with so many of my friends, and it's always that one friend they invite to the game that is complaining and yelling and pestering and being so rude and then being disrespectful. And then again, I don't let everyone on my stream for reasons of I don't know how they I need to watch you. I'm doing well, Spoonie. How are you doing, Spoonie? Are you new to the channel? I don't know. I have to watch people before I let them play with me. I need to watch how you speak when you're upset. I need to watch how you are under pressure. Like, I need to see all of these things ahead of time before I let you on the channel. And the thing about that is because I want the people that are going to be playing with you to be comfortable. Going through a moment of anxiety at the moment, so just can't survive and de-stress. Well, welcome in, Spoonie. Welcome in. Spoonie, what's your favorite thing to do to distress? And I'm sorry to hear about your anxiety. A lot of times when I'm very anxious, what I like to do is to vibe out, to listen to like one of my favorite songs on a loop. Maybe get some visual stimulation in there, like playing the game, or being outside in nature, and just focusing on my breath. But for some reason, it feels like visual stimulation helps me a lot with my anxiety mixed with music. But you got this, Spoonie. So yeah, find you an icy. Rule number 1, find you someone. If you don't like to play the game by yourself, there's a lot of outlets out there for you to find LGBTQ communities, queer communities of gamers that are good vibes. So for instance, AllGoldQueen. We are a LGBTQ plus Black people of color community, and we big mental health community. And so I feel like a lot of the people that I meet, right? I meet them good vibes. They come back because they enjoy the way the community feels. And they always end up connecting with someone else. And that's the beauty of the AllGoldQueen. It's never about the streamer that's right there. It's always about who you meet in the chat. And they always end up meeting someone. And so I love how people like I'm not gonna say any names because I want to put y'all, but I love how y'all connected with each other and you guys have found your person in the stream. I love that. It's a beautiful example of I feel like in this moment in our life right now, being 2023, we do have more access. We do have more materials. We do have more technology where we can connect with people and network genuinely. And when I say network, I mean not you networking because you want views in your channel, because you want followers. I mean networking because you want to find someone to game with. That's the biggest takeaway in networking and making genuine connections. You don't have any ulterior motives other than making friends, right? It sounds crazy. Oh, I want to make friends. You're gonna be making friends forever. At 13, at 15, at 18, at 25, at 32, at 44, at 69. Depends on the emotion behind the stress. Mostly listening to music or singing at the top of my lungs. Yes! If I'm angry, I'll play Carmageddon, to be honest. What is Carmageddon? Tell me about that. I love this, Spoonie. So you have amazing outlets. I'm happy you know how to de-stress and to work with your anxiety. But singing at the top of your lungs, yes. I approve that message. Is sleeping a bad stimulus? Because I sleep a lot because I know your emotions change after sleep. Honestly, Elijah, there's nothing wrong with sleeping. It's not. It's a good way to trick our body to reset. It really is. I don't be distressing like that for real. I just spiral till I don't know more. It's very not healthy. So what is a way that you can change, Lotus? Where can you start to change that learned behavior that you have? I like that name. I do too. I thought about you as soon as I read Carmageddon. I do want to know what Carmageddon is about. By the way, I adore your background. All that purple. Thank you. Here, let me show you the big screen. Well, I don't have a big screen queen, but Spoonie, my plants also are my de-stressors. So I have so many plants, so many babies behind me, as well as a mess on the ground from one of my plants falling. But I love plants. And the colors in my apartment are from 3 floor lights. I have floor lights or floodlights. I have one hitting this wall, one hitting the bottom of the floor, and then one going up to the top of my ceiling. And that's how we come off with this pink purple effects. And we had to pick this color before it gets better. So this has been a nice outlet for me. Yes, Poodle. Tell me why. I met so many cool people from chatting and gaming. When it's a vibe, it's a vibe. And when I tell you C7 Space Moon, aka G, is such a vibe. I love coming to your streams. Space Moon's pronouns are alien, not from this earth. And they're just really cool. I really like how, and I say this a lot about Space Moon because I feel like a lot of people don't know Space Moon like that personally. But Space Moon has this like free spirit about them, and you can tell by the way they talk to me in chat, by the way we connect with each other about nature and earth and life. You can just tell that this person has truly become aware of themselves and really willing to like put good into this earth, and they see all living things as beautiful beings. And that's why I really like Space Moon. I know it's super earthy about me, but yeah. Carmageddon is a gaming franchise started back in the last 90s. It's like a PC version of GTA. Carmageddon. I'm going to look this up, Spoonie. I am now enticed. So do you play this on PC? Do you play this on console? I'm happy I met you, G. I don't even know what Carmageddon about for real. I just used to get in there to run people over. And that makes you feel better. Lotus, the soda betters. I like hanging out and meeting new people. Even if I don't talk, the streams are pleasant. So you just enjoy like just watching the vibes, yeah? What can I tell you, Pudel? You definitely make me laugh, and you're very funny, and I'm very happy I met you. W mentality. W mentality. Just a very peaceful individual. I've been enjoying watching lately. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm happy you said that, boom. Being a lurker, right? Being a lurker in streams. Sometimes I feel like people feel compelled to say that they're lurking. So that way you can say, okay, I said I'm lurking, so they don't have to think I'm not there. I haven't even felt compelled to do that. I'm there. I'm just in your stream and I'm watching your stream while I'm doing my own thing. So lately, as y'all know, I started a new job and it's been very stressful for me. And I kind of felt like I was like losing myself. But I realized that I was changing, right? I'm changing. I'm in a new space. I'm meeting new people. I kind of feel like an outcaster, and now I have to get in a space where I feel acclimated and I feel like I belong. That's nothing that they're doing. It's just something I deal with when it comes to being in new spaces. Because I do feel like an alien. I don't feel like I can relate to anyone. Streaming and Twitch is the first place I've ever felt like myself. And so I wanted to know, how can I make this job be my Twitch? It's not possible. It's just not possible. But anyway, how can I make it the most comfortable space for me? Well, anyway, I struggled a lot. And when y'all were asking me how was it, I was telling you all the good things about the job, but I wasn't really happy. And last week I was so unhappy that I thought, what am I thinking? I'm so happy with Twitch. I'm so happy with streaming. I'm so happy with watching my family streams. This is the happiest I've ever been in my life. Why am I adding a stressor? And I had to really reframe my mindset. And so yesterday was my first time like being really, really social and like really like talking to a lot of people. And I needed it because it's my reminder that like sometimes like a lot of the work we do, a lot of our coworkers aren't going to look like us. They're not going to think like us. They're not going to understand where we came from. They're not going to see gaming as a safe haven, and that's okay. But as long as when you go home, you're able to decompress. Wow, it's thundering. As long as that actually sounded really crazy. As long as you're able to go home and decompress and have some you time, you know what I'm saying, play the game you want to, watch some shows, like, it's okay. So I share that to say, like, being here and streaming and not streaming and just gaming with you guys and just watching y'all stream without even writing y'all in y'all chats has made me really happy. It really makes me happy to see you guys happy. It really does. You heard that, right, Lotus? Thought it was a firework. So I've been just lurking in a lot of streams lately. I've been feeling like if I don't chat in someone's streams, people feel like I'm acting funny and different. Nope, that's not true at all. And it's funny because you and I streamed at the same time yesterday, and all I really thought was how much I wanted to know what you were doing and if you were having fun. And I always get the affirmation from Balloon, like, W stream Karma. Like, okay, as long as she's happy, that's okay for me to miss a Karma stream. It's okay. And it's okay for you guys to miss my streams. It's okay. It's totally fine. But the fact that you guys put pressure on yourself to be there for others just shows how big your heart is. And y'all are beautiful individuals, but please take time for yourself. So Spoonie, you're playing Carmageddon on PC? Most of my gaming is on PC. You have an easier time when gaming on a PC? Facts, Spoonie. How long have you been gaming on a PC? And do you have any consoles? You are too kind. Everyone is a dope vibe. W in community for real. Well, you in the community, so W community for us, G, for real. I mean, I was young back then. Some kind of wasn't right about me, Lucky. Nah, what you think wasn't right isn't true. You're just unique, Lotus. You're very unique. I always think about like how we were when we were young at that age, right? How we make best of our surroundings and our resources, and how you turn out as an adult, which is beyond money, beyond your job, beyond tangible things, but your heart and your soul and how you treat others and the good you put back in really just shows the type of person you are. And I tell you all the time, Lotus, you're beautiful. So Ready Red, how you feeling? I'm feeling good, Ready Red. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, honey. I love Red Guy Issues, y'all. Red Guy Issues is one of the coolest non-binary individuals I've ever met in my life. I love him. He's getting very, very in tune with who he is as an individual, and to see that it's an honor. So love me some Ready Red. I need to download this Carmageddon just for the name alone. Exactly. Like, Spoonie really has me wanting to pull it up and look it up. Honestly, like, let's look it up. Ready Red. I was almost late to my stream because I told myself I'm not DoorDashing none this week. So I cooked before stream. And honey, I made the sweet and spicy. I know you don't like shrimp. I made a sweet and spicy shrimp with a sauteed cauliflower instead of frying it. So good. Carmageddon. Let's look at Carmageddon really quick. Let's see what Carmageddon is about. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is like GTA. Alright, let me see if I can show this on stream. I'm gonna do it to where there's not really much sound. I don't want to show too much other people's content, but it's definitely giving GTA, honey. Carmageddon needs a trigger warning. Yes, like that is an intense game, honey. Oh, the cows, honey. Oh, max damage. Okay. It looks fun. Is it free? Is it free? Spoonie, do you know? Do you know? It's giving GTA and Saints Row. It really is giving that. I think it's like a death race type of giant. If it's free, I can definitely see Karma playing this too. I can. Alright, so Firelight. I'm gonna play one game. We're gonna start off. We're gonna play Ranked in Firelight. This is Firelight 84. Firelight 84 is an amazing BR with a multiplayer functionality. I like this BR because, like I said, it's not as toxic. It's very relaxed in its beginning stage of time. I am currently in the Pioneer season, and so this is the second season that I've played this game. I am Grandmaster. I'm Grandmaster 4. And the ranking system is a ranking system that is actually like automatic. So anytime you play BR, you're automatically put into rank, and it goes from bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, grandmaster, ace, and legend. My highest ranking last season was ace, but legend is always a go-to. So yeah, I like it, Puda. I think you would like it too. And we're gonna play mouse and key. So I'm not the best mouse and key player, but I do enjoy playing mouse and key. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a vibe. Grandmaster Flash. Okay, I say that every time. I think I'm platinum. Let me go see. That's crazy about then. I think you are platinum though. Like if I remember right, it's like Twisted Metal, but without the twist. Oh my goodness, Twisted Metal? Honey, Twisted Metal was a time. I need to relearn mouse and key. I really do think you're really good at mouse and key. I need you to know this, okay? Oh my goodness. This is my first time playing a game in a long time too, y'all. So don't judge me if I like wiggle some stuff around and yo, so this will be my first time playing a BR on this channel. I play multiplayer on this channel. I will give you a heads up if you do decide to follow me on my personal channel. I'm a silly player. I'm a casual competitive player, and in certain instances I can be toxic, but I am not a rager. I heard they coming out with a Twisted Metal show. Are you serious? Where'd you hear this from? I've been playing COD mouse and key lately. You're really, really good at mouse and key. When I first met you, you were mouse and key. So whenever you switch the controller, I just never understood why. Hopefully it's like riding a bike. Nah, you'll never forget, Puda. D-Belay, what you eat today? What you eat today, honey? Alright, y'all, let's do this. Add me. Unfortunately, you have to sign an NDA to even play on the stream. And so, I don't play with viewers, but I appreciate you for wanting to play. W Legend. W Grandmaster 4, you see me, honey. Yeah, I've seen an ad. It's gonna be on, I believe, Peacock. Oh, that's gonna be fire. We're gonna drop hot first so I can warm up. Let's do it. This is a dub. It's a dub. Welcome to the stream, CR. I hope all is well. W Ace or W Legend. How long it take for you to get to Legend? Prezzo, you sweat at this game yet, Prezzo? Nah, these guns gotta go, honey. Let me pick this up for later. So this is my first time actually playing a video game in like 3 or 4 days, maybe. The Jupiter is like one of my favorite guns. Not gonna lie. Let me actually turn this YouTube music down a little bit. July 27th on Peacock? Say less. Say less. Hey, please beat this man. So, I would say, I feel like that would be such an amazing show to watch. I got a dub. 10 kills, 2k damage, first game on here. Oh my goodness. You a sweat. I'm not even surprised. Look at you. But you're a mouse and key legend. You're on platinum 4, working your way up. When I tell you, you're gonna get there. And I love how much you love this game too, Ray J. Like, it makes me so excited. And you like to play with Maggie too. I love Maggie's movement. I feel like it can be underrated at times too. Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, they look at Maggie like she's kind of like the lifeline in a sense, right? Oh, that's a beginner character, and you know. But she's a really good. Like, she's a really good. I'm playing 10 hours every day, and that's how you got legend? Oh, that's legendary. What's your favorite gun to use, CR? I like Sienna. I think that's her name. Is Sienna the one that's like with the braids? I think I'm ready to finally buy like a new character. I think I'm ready to like buy like the one with they have the orb, right? With a deck of cards that like pulls people in, and then she has like the dynamite that you throw on the ground that like lights the ground up. That's what I want. They're playing in tourneys. You better get that money, CR. Chat, what's y'all PR in Firelight right now? What is your PR? PR is another way of saying like personal record or your highest kill. My highest kill game is 30 kills in this game. And I feel like 30 kills was like, no, one is ridiculous, Icy, because that's not even true. Please, 20? That's amazing. Amazing, Ray J. 0, but I still need to play it. All right, 0 now, 40 later. 30 on, 30 of them. You got it today. Oh, you so bad. 39 is your best. Oh, you are a monster. I'm not surprised though. Right? You're a legend. 2 and 18 possible. Karma. Karma, please. Karma, please. And if you ever walk up and it shows that little hand, sometimes it's like a weird glitch and you have to click T to open up the bag. For anyone that experienced to see that little hand. I'll be happy with 1. No, I've seen you. You've taken, your cousin stole so many kills from us, and I know that you can get kills too and put out. The impossible is stolen kills, period. But you steal so many kills, Karma, so that makes sense. 39 is spectacular. I've never seen anyone get more than like 35. Oh my goodness. E/M 9.83. Oh my goodness. Jeez. I don't get kills. I see. Wow. I see. You're good at every single thing you play. I've never seen you be bad at anything, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you be bad at anything. Can't steal what I never have. Oh, listen, you play this game again? Because let's be real, Icy, you played this game with us before. Karma gonna be stealing your kills. Karma will definitely be stealing your kills.